think this is as real as it gets.
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
Welcome to the UCW Radio Show. I'm your host, Louis Velazquez, and today we're going to bring happiness directly to you. And no, we're not sending you all happy pills, but what we do have for you is a man known as the Happiness Coach. His name is Eddy Rodriguez, and you will want to write that down and remember this guy because he's looking to spend some time on the road and spread smiles and waves all throughout the United States, and he's starting right in the heart of Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and then moving from state to state. So it should be interesting. But before we bring Eddie on the show, I want to touch on a few things. And here's one of the things I want to touch on. What's up with that lady in Pennsylvania who's probably a third-generation American? She's living her life as a Muslim. And she was planning some type of massive jihad in Europe and South Asia. It blows my mind. Don't we have enough tragedy and death with natural disasters that we need some idiot like this running around? This lady is Colleen LaRose, and she's from, I think, the Philadelphia area, nearby there anyway, and she was arrested back in October. And we're just hearing about this now. Now, from certain reports, this lady wasn't even religious. You know, you gotta be kidding me. So she was bored, and she had something to do. She needed to do something, right? Is that what the deal is? Well, here's a thought. For all those people that get bored, you know, how about getting a job? How about not trying to wage war on the innocents? Oh, man, we have to move on from this because I'm just about to puke. Toyota, once the darling of Wall Street and of drivers across the country, being known as one of the safest and probably one of the lower maintenance cars on the market, they continue to get hit. They keep getting hit. They hit one brick wall, then another, then another, then another. The latest being the highly touted Prius that had the accelerator lock while a car did 90 miles an hour on a California highway. Wow. While another Prius crashed in Harrison, New York. Same problem, the accelerator locked. So what does this mean for Toyota? Well, nothing good. Now, personally, the only reason that I would buy a Toyota is probably to go send it to that lady in Pennsylvania, Colleen LaRose, as a gift from me to you, moron. Anyway, on a serious note, it's really sad to hear that actor Corey Haim, he passed away from an apparent drug overdose this morning, Wednesday, March 10th. The 80s movie star worked alongside some of the best. He worked alongside his best friend, and for all intents and purposes, his brother, Corey Feldman. And he worked alongside Kiefer Sutherland and a whole host of others. This is just another tragic death of a young star in Hollywood. It's a story of someone becoming too famous too young. And it's really sad. It's really sad because you saw how he broke down over time, and you see this here and there, and you just wish someone would throw in a life jacket to save these guys. But anyway, our prayers are with his family at this time, and again, there are no words that can actually make things better. Just give out your prayers. All right, I need to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go to a better note, and we'll have Eddy Rodriguez on the show.
Mic check, 1, 2, big poser coming to you faking it ever. Got no more games since I got with the juice. No cruising with my friends, they cut me loose. Now my coach is hating, parents keep berating. Good thing my team's still behind me saying, hey yo, what happened to my teammates, man? Yo, where y'all at, man? Come on, man. I thought we were family.
Ugh, don't be a poser. Hear more at don'tbeanasterisk.com. Brought to you by Ad Council and the U.S. Olympic Committee.
The Sierra Crew Cab doesn't just offer more horsepower, more towing, more payload, and more torque than Ram or Tundra. Sierra offers a locking rear differential, which locks when Ram and Tundra's limited slip slips. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job. The 2010 GMC Sierra. May the best truck win.
I can't be trusted. It's true what they say. I can't be trusted, so I'm just gonna go ahead and be frank. Hang up the phone now. Go ahead and run away. 'Cause I can't be trusted, not even on my best day. And it is all my fault. We want two different lives. It is all my fault. I should have gone ahead and lived a life. And you're just a victim. Oh, I did this to you. And it is all my fault. I deserve to hurt too. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I'm just a bad guy. You're just too good. Oh, I'm just the bad guy. Oh, I never understood what it was that you gave me and all the things you would if you could. 'Cause I'm just the bad guy. Oh, and you're just too good. Oh, I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted. No, no, no. I can't be trusted. No, no. You still wanna work it out. You think you got me figured out. Wanna be with me throughout all time. How soon we forget. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted. No, no. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted. No, 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 no. I can't be trusted.
All right, we're back, and now we have Mr. Happiness himself, Happiness Coach Eddy Rodriguez. He's in queue to come on the show. So without further ado, let's get him on the show. Let's get Eddie on the UCW radio show. All right, we're here with Eddy Rodriguez. He's known as the Happiness Coach. Eddie, welcome to the UCW radio show.
Thank you, Lou. How you doing today?
Not bad. I'm happy.
Excellent, excellent.
I'm sure that helps you.
Oh, that's always a great start. When people are happy, it's a great thing.
There you go. Eddie, I just want to let our listeners get a better idea of who you are, what you do. You're known as the Happiness Coach. Why don't you tell us what that is?
Well, what a happiness coach is really kind of a guide. What I do is I help people to find the best in their lives, the joy, the happiness, how to look at life from the good side. Because what happens is with all the news that we get nowadays, people are looking at things in the negative side. We're being kind of trained. And so what I do is I help them to retrain their minds to start looking at the positive, look at the beauty in things. Every single day there's things happening in your life that are absolutely wonderful that need to be celebrated. And so that's what I do, is I just kind of guide you towards that and allow you to find that space where you're going to be absolutely happy with your life, the way it is, and also to move on to bigger and better things.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I think that for the most part, I guess with the hustle and bustle, it becomes the norm to kind of give a blind eye to the beauty in the world. And that happens, I guess. But now with you, you actually try to enhance those views so people can have a more fulfilling life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's all about what you see in life. You know, and the thing is that what happens a lot of times is people start talking about all the negative things that they see, you know, all the negative things that they feel, and they forget to look at the positive side. And the thing is that, you know, it takes 17 positive thoughts to kind of negate a negative one. Right. So in other words, when you have a negative thought, you know, the next 17 thoughts better be positive.
You
if
hope.
you want to really be happy.
You hope.
Yeah.
Unless you're having an argument with your wife and it lasts more than a day.
Well, that, you know, that one there, that's kind of a toughie, you know?
Yeah, that's a tough one for the happiness coach, huh?
I'm telling you, you know. But you can work those out, too, because that's all about communication also.
Yeah.
And, you know, the funny thing is that it's all communication with your mind and your heart. If you start going into your heart and you start looking at things through your heart, how you feel about things and you know, just how wonderful and beautiful things can really be, then you start to condition your mind to start looking for those things, to start finding them in life, and it, you know, you get really happy. I mean, the next thing you know, you're walking down the street, you got this big old smile on your face. You really don't know why. You just know you're happy.
I think that's a good thing because, you know, I guess society, from what my view, is that you're conditioned to be a certain way, and there's a disconnect, no doubt about it. There's a disconnect, and this is when people begin to forget to listen to, I guess, the laughter of children, how that can make you happy. Look at the flowers, you know, just walking out on a nice spring day, you know, spending time with your family. You know, things like this are important, and again, you are helping people to condition actually change their thought process to say, okay, yeah, let's get out of the negative, let's go into the positive, and now look at the good part of life.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I do is I tell people to pay attention. Absolutely pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to what it is that you see in life. Because a lot of times we're passed by, let's say, a bed of flowers. And in that bed of flowers is all kinds of butterflies and caterpillars and lizards and things like this. And it's nature. And we just kind of walk by it and we never even pay attention to it. My wife and I have actually planted flowers outside to attract hummingbirds, to attract butterflies and dragonflies and things like this. So every once in a while we sit out on the porch and we just start watching the animal life that's going on right there in our garden. Yeah. And it just kind of gives us peace and tranquility. Okay. And a lot of happiness is going to that space where you're very peaceful, you're very tranquil, and you become happy and joyful because your mind becomes quiet. It doesn't have that hustle and bustle of every day.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, I'm a big fan of planting plants that attract hummingbirds and things of that nature. But you gotta watch out because the bees come along with it too. And those things sting hard; they hurt. You know,
yeah, they can hurt. They can hurt, but you know, they're all a part of the process too, aren't they?
Yeah. But that's the process that we want to kind of like not think about. But you know, but I guess by doing that, you create your environment for happiness.
You definitely do create your environment for happiness. I mean, you can think of your happiness as a garden. You grow it by the way that you treat it. You fertilize it. You till the ground. Are you every day looking at things that are making you happy? Are you paying attention? Are you going to sleep at night with a smile on your face? Are you watching comedy? You know, I know for many years, every time, before I go to sleep, I turn on something that, a comedy show or a movie, a funny movie or something like that, so that I go to bed laughing. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm good. I'm happy. And then once I do wake up in the morning, this is going to sound kind of funny, but when I go to the mirror and I'm going to shave and brush my teeth and things like that, I say hello to me. I say, hey, Eddie, how you doing? You going to have a great day today? And I psych myself up, I pump myself up. It's a wonderful thing. It really gets you going in the morning. Say hello to yourself. Don't forget about you.
Right. Well, when you get up in the morning, you should, the way I see it, again, that you should have a positive view. You shouldn't, it shouldn't be a situation where, because too many people get up and they say, well, it's going to be a crappy day. I have this meeting, I have this, I have that, and this one is out for me, and I'm arguing with my wife, and all the bile comes out. And when you do that first thing in the morning, your whole day is kind of shot. So, I think it's better to have that positive attitude. So you're on the right track. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to sit in the mirror and say, "Hey, how you doing, Lou?" No, it's not going to happen because of people. but I will wake up in a good mood though.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit strange when you first start doing it. I know it did to me. I was like, man, what are you doing, Eddie? You sure you want to do this? But it turned out to be a really good thing for me. And you're absolutely right. It's how you wake up in the morning. And a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, I say to myself, man, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And that's the thing is that, our words are very important. A lot of people say it's going to be one of those days. It's a negative thing.
Right.
Tell yourself it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be positive.
There you go. And that changes the whole mood, actually the whole direction of your day. When you do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So now, Eddie, let me ask you something, because now I want our listeners to understand this, too, that you do have a website, that's smileandwaveamerica.com. I was just surfing through it, and what you're doing is something interesting. You call yourself the happiness coach. First of all, before we get into what you're doing, how did you become the happiness coach? Tell me.
Well, I'm kind of like the phoenix that rose from the ashes.
Okay.
My life kind of got torn apart about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
I had a couple things that happened. My oldest daughter passed away.
Oh,
she
wow.
was in a moped accident in Korea.
Wow.
And
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. It definitely is the most devastating thing that ever happened to me in my life. And then right after that, 4 months later, I had a cerebral hemorrhage. And the doctors told my wife, call the family, he's dead tonight. Wow. And when I heard those words, I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. I mean, here it was, my oldest daughter just passed away, and I'm going to die on my family also. I couldn't do that.
I could not do that.
It wasn't an option. No, not for me. I had to find a way to survive, and not only survive, but to prosper, and to show the example to my family that we keep going. We keep going. We're going to find the gift in everything that's happened, and we're going to make a positive out of this whole thing. So my wife, it's really funny. She asked me a question about a year after all this happened. She said, "What do you want for your birthday?" And it's a normal question. I could not think of anything monetary. The only thing that I could think of is that I wanted people to get along for one day, just one day. So I decided to create that day, and that's called Smile and a Wave Day. And from there came Smile and Wave America. It's just kind of, that got it started, and it's kind of grown, and I started studying happiness and watching funny shows and movies and doing everything that I could to be happy and to start laughing and to set that example and to bring that example to other people. And so along the way, I learned a lot of tools. And, to me, it's my duty to go out and teach people the tools that I've learned to help myself come through these times in order to help them go through whatever times that they're going through now.
Isn't it funny, Eddie, just to get serious for a minute, because you brought it to a serious tone, but isn't it funny how people can go through their lives, they're 10, they're 20, they're 30 years old, 40 years old, and they forget to appreciate life until something tragic happens, and that seems to always be the case.
You know, that happens a lot because it opens your eyes. Yeah. And it really shows you what life is about. And, you know, the thing is that you really don't have to get there, but that's what it takes for a lot of us to really understand what life is truly about. We believe that life is about paying bills. It's about, you know, just the things that really are important, but not the main focus in life. The main focus in life for me is to make sure that everything that I do has a purpose to help other people, to be joyful, to be happy, and to make sure that the people around me get affected by my joy. That's what's important in my life. For other people, it's different things. But don't get lost in the job. Don't get lost in the bills. Don't get lost in the things that are going to bring you down. Find yourself in the things that you love, the hobbies that you have, the beauty of the flower garden, the beauty of your wife, significant other, of the people around you. These are the things to get lost in, because that's truly what life is about. We're here one time. I want to make a difference. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there that do too, and they just don't know how to get there.
Well, there you go. That's the thing, that they don't know how to get there, Eddie. And you have again, people don't want to be miserable. Well, actually, some people do, which is funny to me. But you know,
they're happy being miserable.
Yeah, they found their calling. But I think for the most part, people want to be happy, and you know, but they get caught up in the moment. They get stuck in that pocket of life where the bills, the negativity, all the bad omens, and they choose to stay there because that's a choice, Eddie. That's a choice.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it is.
You can choose to drop all the weight, drop all the luggage. I call it luggage when people hold on to the negativity, the bad relationships, anything around them. That's the luggage they carry. You don't need to carry that.
Oh, no, you absolutely don't. And I'm glad that you said that, you know, it's a choice, because it truly is. Because many times in people's lives, they have a choice that they make. You know, they're having a bad day or something like that, and then all of a sudden they say, you know what? I don't want that anymore. I want to be different today. I want to be happy. And I'm not going to be sad. No matter what happens, it's going to be a great day. And all of a sudden it turns into a great day. And then they forget about that. You know, they forget that they did that.
Yeah.
But if we do that every single day, then it's going to be a great day. And, you know, the other part of it is that people want to make the choice of constantly being happy and joyful and not having these other negative emotions and things like this. The thing is, we are emotional beings, and we need those other emotions to show us just how happy we can be. Because when we're sad, and then we get happy, we can understand, wow, you know what, I was really down before, but I'm really up right now. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone can be happy all the time. We are human. No. You know, we go through the sad, the mad. You do, and I joked about it earlier. You do argue with your wife. Everyone argues with someone. But the difference is, you argue, are you going to let that linger for days, or are you going to drop it when it's done?
Exactly. Don't carry it on, and don't hold it inside, because those are the types of things that make us sick.
Yeah, that's what screws you up.
Exactly. You want cancer? You know, keep all that stuff in. Don't let it out.
Yeah, no.
You know, we need a way to vent. We need a way to bring out the negative emotions. You know, and the positive emotions, we bring them in and we pass them through. It's all energy.
Yeah.
So energy is made to be brought in and passed through. It's when it gets stuck inside of us that we start having bad times, bad days, sicknesses, and things like that. So, you know, whatever you're going through, let it pass. Find out how it is that you can get through it, and get through it in the best way possible. And if you want to get through something, go help somebody that has the same problem. You're going to see a different light when you do that. Okay? They have the same problem.
Yeah, that's good advice, though, Eddie. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, it's common sense, though, if you think about it.
You know, it is. It is. And sometimes we just need reminders. We forget things. And that's what it is. As we're going through processes and things like this, this is not rocket science. This is stuff that we already know. And I'm just here to remind people, hey, Smile a little bit. You know, be happy, be joyful. Make a contract with yourself that you're going to go towards happiness every single day. If you mention my website, if you go to my website, I actually have a happiness contract. And you download that contract, you read it, you look at it, you make the changes that you want, that you know you're going to stick to, and you sign a contract with yourself that you're going to take steps every single day to become happier in your life. See what happens after 30 days.
Well, that's a good challenge. And, you know,
Yeah.
Eddie, you've been, and we spoke about it, the greatest loss that a parent could have is losing their child. And
Yes, it is.
that is horrendous. And
Yes, it is.
between that and you almost losing your life and leaving your family to bear the burden of two losses, you know, you came out of that. And you coming out of that, you had a vision. And you're looking to take your vision on the road. And
Yes, I am.
you got Smile and Wave America. You're, from what I understand, you have a 93 Chevy van, and you're looking to go coast to coast with a smile and a wave and spread your word throughout the United States.
I absolutely am, because, you know, it has been eating away at me, the fact that people are unhappy right now and that there's so much negative news and that we're continually pounded every single day with negative things, and that there's very little positive that we can look at, you know, because let's face it, the news focuses in on the things that are tragic. You turn on the news, you know, who got murdered, who got kidnapped, this person lost all their money, you know, it's Allen Iverson, you know, it's broke down after $200 million and things like this, you know. Well, I want to go out there and set the example to show people, look, no matter what's going on in your life, you can be happy, you can be joyful, and you can connect with yourself in ways that will bring you to that beautiful level. And you can also help other people. And I can't stay home and see this happening across the country. Who am I not to share the tools that I've learned through the things that I've gone through? This is something I have to do.
Okay, so this is your mission. This is your calling. And yeah, you're right. Iverson and Rodman, and you have a lot of people that lost their fortunes, and you know, like, they lost their fortunes out of stupidity. Period. The end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but again, it's a choice.
It was a choice. Absolutely, it was a choice.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people say, "Well, if I had more money, I'd be happy." That's not true. That's not. Money is not what makes you happy. It's what you think money will bring you that puts a smile on your face. But a smile on your face and true happiness are two totally different things.
This is the way.
I want to help.
This is the way society conditions us, especially in the United States. You know, this is a capitalist nation, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the dollars and cents.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, without
but there
money,
are ways
you can't live.
to become happy and joyful while you're working through the dollars and cents.
Right.
You know, and actually being happy, truly happy, will bring you more money than being sad.
Ah, see, that's the key thing. You change your thought process, you'll be happier at what you do. If you're happier at what you do, it's going to evolve into something greater.
Exactly. And the thing is that a lot of times people look for exterior things in order to change themselves, to become happier, to become more focused. But what you really need to do is look at your inner self, because it all starts from the inside and goes out.
Yeah.
What's in your heart?
That's true. You got to see what's inside to actually, I guess, kind of paint your picture of what the world should be for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone has their rendition. Everyone has their rendition of how the world should be, you know. But you can't be jaded.
No, you cannot. And you know, having opinions on everything, and you know, looking at should be this way, should be that way, should be this way, should be that way. Well, you know what? Life is perfect the way it is because there's so much variety. If we all thought the same way, if we all looked the same way, if we all did the same things, then life would not be as engaging as it is now. And all these different opinions are good. They're good because it gives us variety.
You want to hear something funny, Eddie, and you probably appreciate this. You know,
Sure.
You know, you
I always like things that are funny.
Yeah, well, well, I don't know how funny it is going to be, but it's real. But you know, sometimes you come across someone older. I always like speaking to older people because they give me insight to the past. You know, because they're the greatest stories that were never told. You know, and you know that part of that I bring to the UCW radio show. Now, sometimes you have people, older people, that are miserable, mean older people, and I never understood that, and it was just, for me, it's like, you know, you live, you're 80, 90, and you're miserable. Why? Did you have that bad of a life? Did you have that rough of a life? If your life was rough younger, you should have changed it at that time, you know. And I have my girlfriend's aunt, right? She's 92 years old, and she has a great perspective on life. She's always smiling. From what I understand, she's always been like that her whole life. Smile on her face, happy, positive outlook, moving around, doing her thing, sharp as a tack. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, your mood can actually help you enhance your health.
Oh yeah, it definitely can. And you know, the thing about smiling and laughing and things like that is I don't know if you know it, but if you laugh more than 7 seconds, it releases endorphins that actually help to heal your body. So that's a beautiful thing. And also smiling does the same thing. It takes a little bit longer when you're smiling. When you're laughing, it really brings all that up. And when you're smiling, it also brings it up. It's just a little bit slower process. So you want to have a mix of the two, because if you're continually smiling and then you laugh all the time, you really are releasing those endorphins, and it's helping to take care of your body, and it's also releasing all that negativity that's being built up inside of your body. It's just letting it go. It's passing it through. So you're absolutely right, Lou. When you're happy and when you're joyful and you got that outlook, that positive outlook, you live longer. Your mind is sharper. Everything comes easier to you because you're not fighting it. You're just allowing it to be.
I believe that everyone should have, I guess, a view of being happy. You know, I guess to be joyful, be happy, be appreciative at the very least on a continuous basis. You know,
yes.
Because again, people take for granted that they have a child. They take for granted that they have a job, that they have their health, that they have health insurance. You know, that they have their parents around, their grandparents. You know, you don't miss it until it's gone, and when it's gone, it's not coming back.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. And if you have children, I mean, cherish those children, raise them the best that you possibly can, show them the best things in life, and give them great outlooks. You know, give them that positive attitude, because by passing that on to them, you're giving them more life. And sometimes they spend a short amount of time, but appreciate that time that you've spent with them.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do with my daughters is, you know, look at that side that we had 27 beautiful years with her. She is still a phenomenal, phenomenal person. Unfortunately, we don't get to see her, but she lives on in our hearts.
That'll be a forever thing, Eddie. That'll be forever. That's perpetual.
Yeah, it will be forever. And, you know, when we want to see her, we close our eyes and we can see her. We can feel her. So it's, you know, she did give us 27 beautiful years. And she set that example for me to go out and help everybody, go across this country and help as many people as I can. I know I can't help everybody, but I'm going to go out and help as many people as I possibly can to become more joyful, to become happier. I'm going to go do seminars and I'm going to do happiness rallies across the country and get together groups and go out in the streets and just do whatever it is that I can do to help people find that beauty in life and just say, hey, look, sometimes you got to get a little silly in order to have happiness, and work on it every single day.
I think that's, again, good advice from you. Now, let me ask you this, because you're looking to do this. When are you looking to launch this?
I'm looking to launch this at the end of April, or actually, I'm sorry, the end of May.
Okay, so what's your plan? Let's hear what your plan is, Eddie, because I'm curious about that.
Okay. I've got the first 5 cities that I want to go to planned.
Okay.
After that, on my website, I'm going to be blogging about, every place that I'm going, taking pictures, doing videos, podcasting, and just letting everybody know what's happening and telling the stories of the people and how they're changing or things that they've done to make themselves more happy. And what I'm doing is like Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and of course I live in Miami, so I'm not counting Miami, but Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Orlando, Jacksonville, and Tallahassee are the first places I want to hit. And I want to go over there and have some happiness rallies and maybe speak at some chambers and gather groups together so that I can speak to everybody. And then after that, I'm pretty much going to do, I don't know if you ever heard of couch surfing.
No.
Okay, well, what couch surfing is somebody calls and say, hey, I've got a place for you to stay. Come sleep on my couch. Come sleep in my spare room.
Okay.
And I head over there and I've got a place to stay. And they set up a group for me to speak to, and I'll speak to that group. And I'm just going to go where the country calls me.
Okay.
I don't want to make this a strict. I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. I want to go where the people need me. And so the people that need me are going to go to my website. They're going to give me a call, and they're going to say, Eddie, come over here. We'd love to have you here.
Good.
And that's what I'm going to do.
That's interesting. Just don't go to any strange houses, and make sure that you blog about where you're actually going to be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, definitely. I've got a map on my website. Mm-hmm. The map is not running yet because I haven't hit the road, but it says, where's Eddie? And wherever it is that I'm going, there's going to be mapped out. You're going to be able to see where I'm going and where I've been on that map.
Okay, and then you'll be doing video podcast and so on and so forth?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to get people's testimonies and things like that because, people, I'm not going to be able to hit every city and things like that, so people can have my website to go to see what's going on around the country. And so the website is going to be all set up around happiness. It's set up around happiness and joy in teaching. So people can actually go there and learn how to become happier just by seeing the website, by continually going back and putting in what it is that they want, giving me ideas and things like that. So, this is all about the people.
So, but
this is not...
But this mission of yours, Eddie, is not just for you to do it for a couple months and shelf it. You're looking to just do this all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
So you may be looking to go international at some point.
And where?
International.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I want to take this worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right now I'm Smile Wave America because America's where I live, and this is where I need to start.
Right.
But, I'm absolutely going to go international.
Okay.
I want to take this all over the world.
I think that's awesome, Eddie. I think that what you're doing is noble because you're not, you're looking to give people something that they have inherently inside of them, but you're just going there to pull it out and bring it out. And I think that's fantastic. I know you got your 93 Chevy van tuned up, ready to go. I'm sure that you have a bed in there too, so you can crash sometimes.
Yep. Well, if I have to, and if I have to eat out of cans and things like that, this is to get this thing going. I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order to bring out what I need to bring out to the people.
Well, maybe we'll see Eddie, the happiness coach, reality TV show. That would be interesting.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Yes, because that would help a lot. It would get it out to millions of people, and I think that would be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I think that
happening.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Well, Eddie, let me let our listeners know your website is Smile and Wave America, right?
Yes, smileandwaveamerica.com.
And they can find out all about Eddy Rodriguez, about the happiness coach, and your whole mission. They can follow you as you travel. They can check out your blog, check out your map. They can contact you, and if they want you to come to their city, they can just contact you on the website, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, I'm going to have a sidebar on my website to have sponsors. So anybody that sponsors me will, definitely be put out there. And let them know what, let everybody know what they've done for me and what they've done for the people. So, it's a great thing. There's a lot of people that are coming together on this, and it's really becoming a beautiful thing. It's already growing, and it hasn't even gotten out the door yet.
I think that's fantastic. Are you looking to write a book as well?
I believe a book will come from this. Yes, absolutely. I'm, my vision is that there's going to be a movie that's going to be made, so that we can teach more people, even more people through the movies. So I want to use every avenue possible in order to get the message out to the people. Become happier in your life. You will live longer. You will prosper more. And you know what? It will just be a beautiful, beautiful thing for everybody involved.
Again, Eddie, it's a noble thing that you're doing. And what I like to do, before I let you go, what I like to do is have you back on the show when you're on the road. And
excellent.
Have you back on? Yeah, talk about your adventures, and talk about what's going on, and talk about your next locale. We can have a Smile and a Wave America on the UCW radio show to help you spread the word.
Well, I thank you very much for that. That's awesome. That will definitely go a long way towards getting people aware of what's going on and getting people aware that there is a way to find yourself and be happy, that there's somebody out there going out and making a difference.
I think you're going to make a difference with a lot of people, Eddie, and I want to wish you the best of luck with it. And again, we hope to see you launching your project. What'd you say, the end of April, right? Or May?
No, the end of May. The end of May.
Okay.
And what we're actually going to have kind of a launch party. If I could take a second here and tell you about that.
Go ahead.
We're going to break a world record, actually 2 world records, of people smiling and waving and people laughing.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
And what's the record now?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm getting a lot of people together to do this.
Oh my God, so, that should be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be April 3rd.
Okay. Where's that going to be?
We have not got the location yet. We're working on that currently.
Okay.
We do have some interest in putting this together, so I cannot say the location as of yet, but it will be coming soon. Go to the website, and you'll find out exactly where that's going to be. And it's going to be just wonderful, wonderful kickoff party for Smile and Wave America to get on the road.
Oh well, I think that's awesome. Are you going to tap into the Guinness Book of World Records? Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, I've already contacted them,
nice.
And so what we want to do is we want to get some sponsors to help us to bring Guinness to the actual event. It's going to be in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area, and we want to get some sponsors to bring Guinness to the event so that we can set. It will be set as a world record, but we would like Guinness to actually document the whole thing and really get this out to the world and show the world that, hey, you know what? Happiness starts with you, and South Florida is ready to roll when it comes to happiness.
I think that's excellent. And you know something? By you going into the Guinness Book of World Records, all you're going to do is spark someone to try to beat that record, but you know something? That's what you want.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Because I want people to recreate that.
Right.
And it gives people a beautiful, positive goal to go towards. And that's what it's all about. That's what this whole thing is about, is giving people something to move towards. Giving them hope, giving them faith.
Well, I think that you're doing a great thing, as I said, and I want to wish you the best of luck with it. And again, we'll have you back on, and hopefully you can get as many smiles out there, coast to coast, people waving, smiling, and enhancing their lives, Eddie.
Excellent. I will, and if I could, I'd like to leave the people a little tidbit. Always look into your heart. Do things with love and understanding. And always pay attention to what's happening in your life and what it is that you're thinking and feeling. And that will lead you towards happiness. Find out what it is that's, calling you. What's your passion? And your life will turn out absolutely phenomenal.
Well, that's good advice, Eddie. Good advice. And hopefully people adhere to it. Thank you so much, Eddie, and we'll have you back on down the road.
Thank you, Lou, and goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
What is your major malfunction?
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.